What's up, YouTube? Today I'm going to take you on my June garden tour, and as you can see, things are growing. So like before, I'm going to start right here in my herb bed. And this stuff right here is supposed to be slow bolt cilantro. As you can see, it's already going to seed. So after this video, I'm going to go ahead and take my scissors and hack off all the flowers. Hopefully that'll keep it from going to seed a little longer. Now right down in here, it's getting choked out, is my thyme, my lemon thyme. And you can see right next to it, this pineapple sage is going crazy. So probably next Wednesday's video, we'll be showing you how to dehydrate herbs. Right here I have my basil, it's doing pretty well. My parsley right here, I already had to hack that down one time. It was going nuts also. Behind that, I have my rosemary. Down here, getting crowded out by this sage, is my oregano, my tarragon, and my garlic chives, which I also had to hack down one time already. It's not even summer yet. Here's my bee bath. The vinca vine is growing pretty well, but still no blue flowers. Now over here I had to move my Big Mama Roma tomatoes. They weren't looking so great. I don't know if you can see here, but all the new growth has this curled leaf. And I don't know what that is. I didn't want to kill them, so I just went ahead and stuck them in some kitty litter buckets and planted new tomatoes in their spot. Right here I have my dill, and it's already forming some seed heads. But as you can see, my cucumbers are just now getting large enough and putting flowers out. So I'm going to have seed heads with no cucumbers. My pickles will have to wait. Right here I have my kale. It's doing great. Right here I used to have spinach. But a lot of these leafy greens I planted the first week of April, and they were ready to pick. So I went ahead and picked it, blanched it, and actually made some pretty good cream spinach with it. Right here is my Swiss chard. It was getting out of control also, so I went ahead and cut a bunch of leaves off. It looks like I need to come back and cut some more. Here is 4 of my 8 cabbage plants. And this one right here, I don't know if it's not getting enough sun or what, but he's kind of small compared to the other ones. Here's the other 4. And you can see they have a little bit of bug damage, but I did go ahead and spray them. Here's a weed. Right here are my Easter egg radishes and my French breakfast radishes. This is actually the second planting of these. Now, as you can see down here, I do need to come in and weed whack. And here is my carrot menagerie. I have 3 different kinds here. I have Nantes over here on my left, a rainbow variety, and a cosmic purple. Now, as you can see here, some of these rainbow varieties are going right to flower. Now, I didn't think that was supposed to happen until the second year, so I don't know what's going on. I'll probably save these seeds and see what I get next year. Now, this giant monstrosity are the Prax cherry tomatoes. And I don't know if you can see down here, but it's just loaded with little tomatoes. I'm very impressed with this plant. Now here is my eggplant. We had a huge storm come through here last week, and we had 70 to 80 mile an hour winds, and the eggplant didn't like it. But you can see they have lots of flowers on them. Eggplant parmesan, here we come. Now right here are my beets. If you remember from my last video, I have 2 different kinds here. This is the Detroit Dark Red, and the Chiyoga here in the back. Now right here and over here is all cauliflower. I did have 4 broccoli plants here, and they bolted right away. I think it was the crazy weather we had. One week it was 90 degrees, then we had frost. So I went ahead and just bought all new cauliflower plants here. And back there was supposed to be celery. It never came up. Now over here, growing up this trellis, is butternut squash. I have 2 vines here, and it's doing pretty well. On the opposite side is acorn squash. Now I had to replant this twice, and only one has come up so far. I'm not very hopeful for the second one. Behind me is my mess of garlic and onions. Now when we had those winds come through, everything was laying flat. I do need to come through here and weed, but hopefully everything will be okay. From here to about here is garlic, and then the rest is onions. I have a white variety and a yellow variety. Now if you hear a strange buzzing noise, it's that thing right here. It's supposed to scare the moles away. I have moles really bad here, and after I put up those traps, they just burrowed around them. Anyway, and this 4x4 bed, if you recall, was supposed to be my asparagus. I only had 2 little fronds come up, so I went ahead and retilled this, planted some of those mystery beans, and the very next day, I had 5 more asparagus come up. Now they're very small, and because I planted them so deep and the beans won't get that deep, I think they'll be okay. Now this plant right here is my zucchini. I believe it's called a Black Beauty variety. It's doing pretty well and has flowers on it. And over here is my yellow squash or yellow zucchini. And it's doing pretty well also. Now the rest of this is all beans. I'm hoping to get plenty of beans to can up this summer. So there's this first row right here, there's actually 2, are my purple beans. Next to that are my mystery beans. And next to that are the yellow wax beans. They're also putting out flowers, and the purple beans have pretty little purple flowers. Here's my compost, composting away. And here's my potato tower. Now I don't know if you can see it here on camera. It doesn't like to focus, but there's little yellow dots on all the leaves. I don't know if it's that mosaic potato virus or if they're just dying off and ready to get potatoes. But as you can see, it's not very far up here, so I don't know how many potatoes I'll actually get. Now these tomato plants and that one tomatillo plant were just extra on our deck up there. Mother didn't like them up there anymore because they were blocking her flowers, so I had to bring them down here. This one is a black creme, and it already has some little tomatoes on it. This one's a yellow pear. It also has some tomatoes on it. This one right here is supposed to be a beefsteak. I do have some planted in the beds here, and they look like Romas, not beefsteak. Here's my tomatillo. It's getting pretty large, and it's covered with those little yellow flowers. But I still haven't seen a fruit yet. And over here is also another black creme. Now to my pepper and tomato beds. I'm probably going to have to back up for this one. I'll probably put this video up on Wednesday, the first day of summer, and my tomato plants are already 4 foot tall. This variety right here is Rutgers, and it's loaded with flowers. In front of that, I have 4 Anaheim pepper plants. And I believe somewhere down here is a pepper. Yep, right here. Now it's very hard to distinguish between these tomato plants, so this next one over here is a super beefsteak. In front of that I have jalapenos, 4 of them. They do have flowers on there, but no peppers yet. Next to that are my bell peppers. And if you can see here, I have 3 on here already. Now behind the bell peppers is where my big mama romas used to be. Instead I went to Walmart and I got me some Mr. Scrappy's just because of the color. It's an orange tomato with red lines on it. It looked really cool. Next to this one is Ace 55. And it already has some little tomatoes on it. And in front of that are my sweet Marconis. If I can get down here, there's a big pepper right here on it. And one behind there, but you probably can't see it. So in this cage right here, I have those beefsteak. And just like the other ones, they look more like romas than beefsteak. I'm not so sure. Either way, I'll be happy if it puts off fruit. The pepper plants in front of this are my banana peppers. And this one right here is just loaded. I can't wait for pickled banana peppers. These ones are my brandy wines. I have seen a few flowers on there, but no fruit yet. The peppers in front of those are Hungarian hot waxes, and I've never ever grew these before, and when they grow, the peppers are sticking straight up. I also have one plant of those on the deck, and it's doing the same thing. Weird. Now in this cage right here, like I said, it's pretty hard to see which is which. These are my Cherokee purples, and they're one of my favorite tomatoes. They are so fleshy with hardly any seed pockets. In front of that is some poblanos. Now I don't think I have any poblanos peppers actually growing, but like I said, it's not even summer yet. Now this final tomato cage are my white wonders. And like I said, I've never grown these before, and I've never seen a white tomato. So I'm really anxious to see what color these actually turn out. If it's white or just a pale green. Now the peppers in front of these are cayennes. And every single plant has at least 3 or 4 peppers on it now. I'll be making homemade cayenne pepper. Alright guys, so that's a tour of my garden for June. I'll give you a quick sweep of the whole thing, and I know you're mostly only going to see green. Now it's extremely hot here today, so I'm about to jump in that pool. Well, I hope you liked my video. If you like this video and want to see more of my videos, go down below and hit the big red subscribe button and give this video a big thumbs up. If you have a question about this video or any of my other videos, or would just like to leave a suggestion for a future upcoming video, leave me a comment. Feel free to share this video across your social medias. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.